All right, what up, everybody? It's your boy Akeem, and welcome to the Football Sources Fantasy Football Blog. Here to talk about tonight's key matchup, the Thursday night football between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. A good NFC North match for you guys to watch. Now, as far as fantasy play, I think you should go right ahead and start the usual players like Jordy Nelson, Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb of the Green Bay Packers. And there's a couple of key players that I want to specifically talk about for today's blogs, for today's matchup. Sticking with Green Bay, Eddie Lacy, the running back. Now, he finally had 10 plus points last week with 11 points, but he only averaged 2.8 yards per carry. That is still a concern for me. Now, he would have had another touchdown had it not a penalty not called that one back, but I think he's going to be due for a good, faithful matchup against the Minnesota Vikings in this game. He is a player that you should definitely start. Now, headed over to the Minnesota Vikings, there's two particular players that I received some questions about. I'm going to start off with wide receiver Cordarrelle Patterson. Now, he had a great week one with 18 points, but for the past 3 weeks, he was pretty much missing much in action as far as giving you some valuable points. And I think that Minnesota is going to have to use him a lot in this matchup. They have to put the ball in his hands. He's an electrifying athlete, and he needs to do a better job as a receiver. But due to the fact that inconsistent play at quarterback, that is still a concern of why his productivity has not really developed for the past 3 weeks. But I think he should bounce back this week, running the football and catch the football outside the backfield. I think you should use him at least as a flex position for tonight's matchup. And last but not least, I received some question marks about running back Jerick McKinnon for the Vikings. Now, he coming off a great 135-yard performance last week against the Atlanta Falcons. But according to the coaches, he is still behind Matt Asita in the depth chart, and he's going to have to still exchange carries with Matt Asita. So that's still a concern for me. Now, he did come off a big performance, but as far as between McKinnon and Asita is a better goal line back compared to him and McKinnon, because he's just bigger in size and he's more of a bruising type running back compared to him and Jerick McKinnon. But I still think that McKinnon is a great running back, but I strongly suggest you guys not start him this week. He's a sit and watch player, and if he has a couple of home runs this week, I definitely should use him in the later weeks for this season. But as far as who's the top of the depth chart, Matt is above Jerick, so I'm going to have to go right ahead and start Matt Asita this week and bench Jerick McKinnon. But Jerick McKinnon is a player that you must watch for later on in the season. If he has a big game, he should definitely be used as a flex player later on in this year. So the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be on Saturday, where I will talk all of the remaining key players for week 5 of the fantasy football season. Thank you for watching this blog from the Football Source. I'm the man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.